Alright, so if you've been following along with my channel, you're probably wondering, why haven't I uploaded for a while? And I'm going to give you a cold-hearted reason today. It is because the budget reef is going to be gone. There's going to be no more budget reef. And I know you're looking at the corals, the fish. Everything's not looking too bad, especially compared to how bad it has been and how bad it could have been. But after about a little over a year of this tank, it is about time to call it quits for the budget reef. Not because I'm ending it, because I added way much more shit. If you guys don't know what time of the year it is Christmas time. It's fucking December 25th right now, which means that I got an insane amount of gifts. All I asked for was gifts for my fish tank. I got a bunch of gifts for my fish tank. In total, it's gonna be about $700 worth of stuff, which is about how much I spent setting up the tank in the first place, which is insane. So I can no longer call it the budget reef. It is now just gonna be the reef tank. That was the whole point of this channel, is just to document the growth and upgrades. And maybe I'll start another tank once this one gets stable. Hopefully all the stuff that I got will make it stable. I won't even have to worry about it. I just get to look at it and enjoy all of its glory. But let's take a look at some of these corals now. If you saw the torch corals just a little bit ago, they are looking absolutely fucking gorgeous. They are beautiful. They love that spot in the tank. And the frog spawn, really haven't been too happy lately, and that's kind of what's making me want to do all this, what made me ask for all that. A lot of these frog spawn I've had for a while. They're one of my favorite corals. Even, you know, the hammer and the torches are awesome, but I mean the frog spawn is what got me into the hobby. It was my first coral, so I really wanted to make sure I give them a good environment, kind of figure out what's going on. And all the stuff that I'm adding is going to be crazy. I'm going to start off with the light. Be adding an AI Prime Reef light. That's going to be first, and then after that, probably going to go in either the UV sterilizer or the crazy nice Red Sea auto top off. It's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be cool. See all the hammer corals are doing nice. They're all honestly doing well. I don't really need to make any changes as far as the tank. This tank could go on like this. The algae blenny is starting to take up all of the algae, starting to eat it all. It's starting to become a no worries. But the corals just seem like they could be happier. I don't know. It's not the best feeling grabbing a coral from the reef shop and it looks absolutely gorgeous. Taking it home and it struggles for a few days and you keep telling yourself, oh, it's gonna come back. And it comes back, but it's not like the reef tank guys. It's not like those crazy YouTube guys who just know what they're talking about and have these crazy, long, old tanks. That's kind of what I want to work up to, and I want these corals to live for a very long time. I want to, you know, a couple years down the road say, oh, I have these for years, and look at how massive they are. I don't want to rotate out my corals. You know, this is it. These are the corals, and whatever I manage to squeeze in there gets squeezed in there, but it's not, you know, the options are starting to close up as far as size and, you know, aggressiveness, and kind of already blew the anemone boat. But the budget reef was an absolutely fun and great experiment. It brought a lot of joy to my life. You know, that's all this hobby is really about. Just about finding peace within the work that you put into it, finding joy within the results that you get. And at the end of the day, it's all just about enjoying the hobby, which I did through every step of every mistake and struggle that I had, and I had a lot of them. I mean, most everything that you can go through in the reef tank hobby, I went through. The only thing that I didn't really go through, and I'm praying not for, is either aptasia or brown jelly disease. Those are my worst two fears. We're gonna hide from those as long as we can, but you know, the budget reef was growing corals. I mean, look at this Duncan coral. It started off with 2 heads, but it also had problems like this Goniopora, which is just smothered in algae because of the light intensity. And then you can see the Diamante that was there. It was bleached from just way too much light. it really gave me an appreciation for like the zoanthids and the euphilia and those LPS corals that really kind of bear through everything and you don't even tell. Especially the older corals that I had in the tank, they've been through some awful water conditions, tap water, I mean, you name it, and they are pushing through and getting absolutely larger every single day. But hopefully this budget reef, can't say that no more, but hopefully the reef tank just keeps going further and further. I plan on, eventually adding a sump and moving everything into the sump so that way it can straight up just be a reef tank on a stand. Maybe one day I'll get a better stand. I guess I'll just call it the kind of budget reef since I don't have a sump and it's it's not an all-in-one tank, but it really can grow corals. You can see the GSP even growing against the back wall. I've had just about every coral split in this tank. A couple of them have split twice, even 3 times over the course of about a year, which is good. It's good growth. I think it was partly due to me dosing all for Reef and using the correct salt. I couldn't really tell you the name of the salt right now. I'd have to grab it. I've been kind of lazy and been buying premix. It's Fritz aquatic salt. So if you want to replicate what I'm doing here, just make sure you point your power head up. Make sure you have your filter on the other side of your power head. Try and get a circular flow going. Get some nice powerful lights and a big heater. Make sure you use RO water. And that's about it. The results are about as pretty as this. I mean, you might see a lot of ugly phases and things might not be so pretty, but if you enjoy the hobby and you enjoy the corals and you enjoy the fish, just like these 2 beautiful clownfish, then it won't be too much of a worry. I mean, it's all really fun in the end. It's a learning experience. We each go down our own paths with equipment. Everybody starts out different and finishes even further apart, but that's okay because it's all about growing the corals. With everybody doing it so many different ways, we learn a lot of different ways to grow it, and it makes everybody feel like, this is as possible as it is, and the hobby is as enjoyable as it is. But enough ranting. Enough rambling going on about all that. In the next episode, in the next video, I'm going to be adding the AI Prime Reef light, the 16 HD, pretty sure. It's a real nice light. I'm not too sure if I like it yet. I definitely don't like how I might need a second one, considering how expensive they were and how expensive the light in this video is. But it's all part of the hobby, and I guess it's good to get some good equipment, especially if I do plan on upgrading in the future like I say I do. Go ahead and subscribe if you want to see me add all that stuff. I got the Red Sea auto top off, which was crazy expensive. A desktop skimmer, which I'm going to try and make a hang-on back skimmer. And a ton of other cool stuff. I got some gift cards. We're going to go ahead and make this tank freaking awesome. So if you want to make my day, go ahead and subscribe. Like the video, leave any comment. I'll probably comment back. And I hope you have a great rest of your day and all your tank issues subside.